Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. It's Oscar, and today we're going to be talking about casino chip hoards, or I guess we could say large quantities of casino chips that are found recently, or kind of what happens to the value of chips, how these discoveries are found, and usually what happens, kind of what the general, I guess, opinion is on them, and then kind of all that stuff. So when we think of like a bunch of casino chips, let's say we're looking for something, we know something's really rare, but if you go on, let's say, eBay, you look at their previous history, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say 5 of them have sold in the last month. It starts to kind of change your perspective as to thinking if a chip is rare or not, and what the value of that chip might be, whether it's going to be more, whether it's going to be less. Usually once you see 1, 2, 3, let's say 5 of them in the span of, let's say, 1 or 2 months, you usually tend to think that the price of the chip is going to go down because there's more and more of them out there. Now this is kind of, I guess you could say, it could go either way. Usually if there's more and more of these chips, because it's not going to be considered as rare, price of the value is going to go down. Now it could also go up. If most people think that some chip is rare and they know that there's such a limited quantity, similar to, I believe I talked about it in the supply and the demand of the TRKs, and kind of what has kind of shifted in the last, let's say, 6 months to a year in the chip market. Chips that used to be $3-4 a piece are now selling for like $6 or $8 a piece, whereas there aren't as many high-end chip collectors. There's a lot more of these quantity collectors that want to collect sets. So if they know, let's say somebody has 2 racks of something, they're gonna know that there's gonna be such a limited supply, so they're gonna end up having to pay a little bit more. They're gonna end up paying the $6 or $8 for a single chip. Or let's say some rack used to sell for $300 or $400, they're gonna go ahead and spend maybe $700 to $900 just to have the rack. So it could go either way, but let's take a look. I'm gonna have my phone on the screen here. eBay recently, this was on eBay. So these El Rancho 25s, the red ones on the small crowns, these used to be rare. I'd say these were probably worth $125, $150 a piece, and now 72 of them were sold for $1,500. So basically rounds up to like $21 a chip, which is pretty crazy to think about, that this chip used to be pretty rare. I mean, still pretty much is. You know, just 72 of them just pop out of nowhere. And the reason why these 72 probably did, my guess, it was probably from some sort of estate sale or something like that. So somebody either had been holding on to these, selling them slowly, or they were just collecting them over the years, and maybe they passed away, maybe they lost the property or something, but someone came, got these at maybe an estate sale or something like that, and decided to put them up on eBay. Maybe did some slight research, or did something. Maybe they didn't really know what the value of. Maybe they just thought they're $25 each. Considering I have 72 of them, I could maybe give a little bit of a discount, maybe sell them at $20 to $21 a piece at $1,500 and call it a day. So it's pretty crazy to think about. And these chips, they're actually relatively good condition, because you can see they basically all pretty much stand on edge, which is really nice. So I'm gonna say, if I had $1,500 spare, I would have bought these in no time. But you know, some things just kind of get away. But the same thing like this, there were these that recently sold, and I believe yesterday there was another one. Yeah, so the same person put up another one for $40, buy it now, and it sold right away. So not really the greatest thing to do, considering you want to try and keep these chips more on the rare side. But I don't know. Some people just go ahead and do what they want to do and can't do anything about that. So same thing with these. I believe in the last year and a half, there was it a rack or some larger quantity of, I think they were black gold 25s were found. Some guy in the I think it was in the Facebook group chat. He said something with his relatives had some sort of link in the black gold. They were one of the early investors or something, and they just had to keep, or they kept the rack of 25s, and they just found them. That chip used to be like 150, 200 bucks. And same thing with the Binions hoard last year. All these Binions chips, Binions racks and racks of those tokens, $100 tokens and everything like this just came out of nowhere, swept up the market, and the price of all those Binions chips basically plummeted. Think a $5 probably used to sell for 20 bucks. They were selling for $5 a piece because there were so many of them out there, and that's just what happens when things come out in quantity. So just a little bit to think about. Let's say if you're a new collector and you do find something in quantity, in my opinion, I would hold on to it, kind of keep it low-key. Don't tell too many people about it. If you're gonna start selling them, don't sell them once a week. Sell them maybe once every couple weeks, or maybe once every couple months, considering what the value of it is. And just have fun. Know that you hold on to something, or you have something really rare that most people don't have, and just have fun. Keep that to yourself. If somebody wants to know, you might want to tell them, good, but that's just the world of, I guess, collecting chips and knowing that there's stuff in quantity, and if you have that select quantity, you might want to hold on to it. So just want to make this quick little video talking about this stuff. If you did enjoy, thanks, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.